Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to properly shave or trim your entire body. What's up guys, welcome back to Jen's Lounge. I'm George. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do that right now. It really helps us out. We are here every week talking about men's fashion, lifestyle, and today, grooming specifically. So today we have partnered with our friends over at Manscaped. They have sent over their Perfect Package 3.0 for us to try out and to show you guys how to shave your entire body from head to toe. So if you guys aren't familiar with Manscaped, they have been pretty much one of the leaders in the pack when it comes to grooming your downstairs business, and now they just came out with their Lawnmower 3.0. So they upgraded from their Lawnmower 2.0, they put more power into it, it has a longer battery life, and there is a flashlight on there so you can see all of the nooks and crannies that you need to get to. So today I'm going to show you how to properly trim or shave your entire body using the Lawnmower 3.0 or the Plow 2.0. So before we get started, one thing Manscaped is known for is their skin-safe technology in their trimmers, which means it reduces the risk of getting nicks and cuts when you're trimming those kind of delicate areas. But let me be specific, guys. It reduces the risks. It does not eliminate the risks. You still need to be gentle and aware of what you are doing. If you're just going at something like, yeah, it's not, you're gonna get some nicks. It's gonna happen. So just because you nicked yourself with skin-safe technology doesn't mean the product is wrong. You are wrong. One thing I have found, if you wanna reduce the risks of nicking yourself, but you don't care about getting the closest shave possible, is to use the guard that they provide on the shortest setting. It's not gonna trim your hair as close as possible, but it's gonna get pretty damn close, and you really eliminate the risks of running any snags or nicks when you use the guard that they provide. So first things first, when it comes to deciding whether you're going to trim or shave a body part, I really like to say trim everything first, try it out for a week or two, see if you like it, and then shave it if it doesn't seem short enough. And as for my arms and my legs, I do leave these natural. I do not trim them very often, but I'm going to shave them completely for this video, just for the sake of testing out the Lawnmower 3.0, seeing if it can handle shaving my whole body in one charge. And just seeing how good of a job it does on every single part of your body. So let's start with the legs. This is probably the easiest part of your body to shave. You're less likely to have any nicks or scratches or mess this up in any way. One, because you can see pretty much everything, and two, most of the surfaces are pretty flat and or round. So first things first, when you're taking your razor or trimmer, you really want to hold it correctly. I see a lot of guys kind of mess this up sometimes, and they will take the razor and they will go like straight at it and kind of scratch along the surface like it's a back scratcher. But you really want to flip it around and use the back of the razor to glide against your skin and then press the blade that way. It will make it a ton easier. You're going to get a smoother shave, and it's not going to leave any scratch marks on your skin after you're done shaving. You might have a little bit of issues along the back of your knee, the front of your knee, and around your ankle because there's a lot more angles in there. And if it helps, you can pull the skin around your knee up or down or sideways so you get a flat surface and you can trim the hair that is on your knees. And honestly guys, this is probably the best representation of a ball sack, other than maybe your elbow, that how you can trim your balls is the same way you trim your knee. Just kind of pull the skin tight and make sure you have a flat surface that you're trimming on. So pull the skin tight, use the flat surface to trim it off, and then move on to the next section of skin. So as you can see here guys, I shaved one leg completely with no guard on it, and then I did half of my leg with the guard on the longer setting, and then half of my leg with the guard on the lower setting. So as you can see, they're all really short, but there is a significant difference between all three levels. All right guys, let's move on to the arms. So the arms, like the legs, are gonna be pretty straightforward. You're gonna have problems pretty much in the similar areas. So around your wrist is essentially your ankle, and then the back of your knee would be where your bicep and your forearms kind of crease together. And then the front of your knee would be pretty much your elbow. So you're gonna have to pay attention to those areas specifically, go a little slower around there. But as you can see, if you put your arm in different positions, it does make the surface flatter and you can get a good clean trim on there. So up next, we have the armpits, guys. Now you can trim the armpits all the way down to bare skin if you want to. I highly recommend using at least the guard on the lowest setting, because if you go too low and you shave them off completely, your armpits can get really prickly, and if you do a lot of jogging or running or play sports or you're active, that can kind of give you kind of a brush burn. So I highly recommend trimming your armpits, yes, but trim them on at least the lowest setting with the guard on. And now we're gonna move on to the chest, guys. So I pretty much trim my chest at least once or twice a week, and I definitely have some tips and tricks to give you because I've found out a lot along the way. One, you definitely want to do this in front of the mirror because there is a section in your peripheral vision that you cannot see around your collarbone, and I've tried to trim in the shower and do this in the shower, and I've missed like a whole half circle of hair around my neck and collarbone. So you definitely want to do this in front of a mirror so you can see what you're doing, and you really want to pay attention to which way your hair grows on your chest. So my hair in the middle kind of grows downward, but then as you get more towards my shoulders, it starts to kind of go in different directions, up and side to side. So you really want to trim against the grain. And sometimes you're going to have to go over your chest once or twice in different directions just to get all of the hair because your hair will be growing in different directions. As far as some problem areas to look out for, I'd say the area by your Adam's apple on your neck and your collarbone is probably the only places that you might have some issues trimming or getting in there and getting a really close shave, but everything else should be pretty simple and straightforward for you. And last but not least, guys, how to trim your pubic area and your balls. So this is going to be more of an audio tutorial than a visual tutorial because one, I am not going to show you my balls, and two, I don't think most of you want to see them. So to trim your pubic area, this is going to be pretty simple. I would just say pull your shaft out of the way, pull it down, make sure the skin is tight, and then just kind of trim as you would like the rest of your leg. Just make sure the skin is tight and not bunched up, because when you get your skin bunched up and there's wrinkles in there, that's when you get snags and nicks. And then when you want to move on to your balls, treat it the same way you would treat your kneecap or your elbow. Just kind of pull the skin tight around it, give it one simple, easy trim, and then move on. Pull a different part of skin tight, trim that off, then pull a different part of skin, trim that off, and go very, very slowly, guys. This is the most tender part on your body, so you really got to be careful. You really don't want to touch the jagged edges to your ball sack. So that's why kind of keeping the razor on its flat edge and going along that way is going to help protect you and help you keep from getting nicks and cuts. So I think we're pretty much done here. One thing I do want to say about the Lawnmower 3.0 is that the increased amount of power from the 2.0 is amazing. I literally shaved my whole body, did not have to recharge the whole thing. It has a 90-minute battery life. I think it took me probably maybe an hour to do my body from head to toe, which I'm sure most of you will never have to do because most of you probably don't shave your body from head to toe. But if you do, this can definitely handle it. And one thing that I love that I didn't honestly think you would need at all is the little LED light on the trimmer. When you're in those little nooks and crannies, it kind of highlights little extra pieces of hair that you might miss. So yes, I would 100% recommend the Lawnmower 3.0 to you guys. It is pretty much everything I loved about the Lawnmower 2.0 with the replaceable blades and the ergonomic design, and they replaced everything I didn't like about the Lawnmower 2. So there is a longer battery life and way more power, which is awesome. And I literally shaved my whole body from head to toe on one charge. And I'm being 100% honest, I had zero nicks and cuts during the entire process. I will say that it is great that the Lawnmower 3.0 is waterproof, but I do recommend trimming or shaving when your body is dry. You can use the water to kind of rinse off the trimmer head and keep it clean, but I do recommend, trimming yourself when you are dry. I think you have less snags. I did try to trim my armpits a little bit further while I was in the shower, and I think my hair just got a little bunched itself. It's not because the trimmer is no good, it's because my hair was just kind of trimming itself and not going anywhere. It didn't fall to the floor like it would if it was dry. So especially if you guys are trimming from longer hair to super short, I do recommend trimming dry and just using the water to clean the head off. So that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do that right now. Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. I will have a link to them down below. Their Perfect Package 3.0, the package that I featured in this video, is actually 43% off right now. So I'll have a link to that in the description below. Give them a look and check it out. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't followed us on Instagram over at Gents Lounge, give us a follow over there, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Cheers.